Welcome to Left Hand Backhand Podcast, episode 32.
Woo, 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 woo.
We're 2 eps away, Jeffrey.
2 ups away from the big time,
Two
the big
sleeps.
easy. No sleep till Brooklyn, am I right?
Am I right,
That's what I
boys?
always say. Am I right, boys? Dude, literally a couple weeks, not even a
I'm
couple weeks.
so stoked, dude.
It's like a little more than a week and a half, and we're just gonna
I've
have a
already
week. I also,
packed. My
dude, we're
suitcase is already
good.
ready to go.
Hey, I'm leaving on a jet plane.
Don't know
Don't know
when
when
Yeah, I
I'll be
will. I'll be
back.
back. Whatever. Tomorrow
Do it.
I'll be
I'll be
back.
back. I'll be back.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
I packed all my underwear. I don't have any underwear for the next 2 weeks, so
That's what I saw you doing your laundry on FaceTime the other day. You were just packing away.
right. Yep.
You were like this. Jury duty, blackmail, pink slip.
No, I'm just raw dogging it for the next 2 weeks till I go to San
Whoa.
Antonio.
Whoa. I actually talked to Devin and he said that he went to Top Golf recently and he also, since he has pretty much the whole day Saturday, he doesn't just have the morning now. His family flies out early morning. So we have
Mm.
Saturday pretty much the rest of the day. So we can play pickleball in the morning. He said unless we should go to Top Golf, which we definitely should, and then whatever other plans we
Dude,
got.
Top Golf's stupid. We should go to disc golf.
We could do that too. I don't think there's anything. I think we'd still be down. So, but
Well, we
Top
will be.
Golf, he loves. He loves Top Golf, and it'll be a reenactment of right before my wedding,
Well, yeah,
the good old days.
the good
That was
old
a
days.
good time.
Except for Brennan. Shout out Brennan. Today's his birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Yep.
Dude, James Kunzler's post was crazy.
I was starting to read it, and I was like, "Wow, this is so creative." I'm nowhere near that creative.
I mean,
I'd be like, happy birthday, woo!"
I actually, I thought my text to him was slightly clever. I said, congratulations on making it to 30. Prayer hands, uh, hat with the confetti, and then the little emoji with the party hat, and
Oh,
then sent with balloons. And he said, "It is an accomplishment. I thought the cops would have gotten me by now."
he responded to you?
He did.
Wow, he didn't
He
respond to
responded
me.
to me last year too, just
Hmm.
on the 23rd. But
Well,
I will never forget his birthday, but I always
all right.
forget yours.
You are an older friend to him than I am, and vice versa
Your birthday is the 18th.
of October.
Didn't want to say the
Psych!
month. Didn't want to say the month.
November. I know Devin's birthday
I feel
is
like Devin's a March.
he's an earlier
See you
spring.
March?
Yeah, he's springtime birthday.
Let's go. I didn't. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we got an action-packed episode for you. We're
Yeah,
not
it's a
trying to
pack a
squeeze this
punch.
in. Pause. Resume.
Whoa. Yep.
But we do have a little NBA primer, and then
Man, NBA.
I got a bracket for Jeff, and Jeff's got a draft for us. So,
Stay
uh,
tuned.
stay tuned to the YouTube channel. I got a disc golf video coming out here this week that I'm finishing
Wait,
editing, and then I will
actually?
post that. Yep, I filmed it on
Oh, from
Saturday,
your fun.
so that'll be interesting. We'll see how it
Did you
turns out.
include your businessman trophy in it that you won?
No, I did not. I did a unlimited mulligan challenge to try to shoot 18 under par.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it was pretty
Unlimited
fun.
mulligan.
I played really bad, I'll just say that, but uh
That sounds fun.
it was fun.
Either way.
Jared filmed for me, so that was a good old time, and I'm gonna be posting that this week. So,
I mean, to be fair, we didn't even get to talk about you taking second place in that tournament recently against
Mhm.
some stiff competition.
Some stiff socks.
And a couple days and whoa. No.
The Stiff
We
Socks podcast. That's what I'm talking
link
about.
the left hand stiff socks podcast.
You know Trevor
Lincoln,
Wallace?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He's pretty funny. I actually saw like three
He's
videos of his
so fun.
today.
He is very he's very like over the top extreme in his like bits and like little
Yeah.
like reels that he does, but they're
When he does
super funny.
The Chad ones are very annoying and really accurate.
Yeah, they're
So,
good.
I mean, you're wearing the Chad hat right now. You got it rolling.
I'm
Except
wearing a
you need to
trash panda hat.
trim that bush in the back of your head.
Bush.
Jimmy Bush back
Reggie
there.
Bush.
That James the Giant Bush.
In other news, in preparation for our first ever live pod together, let us know if you have any segment or draft ideas because we are going to make it probably a 5 hour episode. Is that what we settled on? Or 4.5?
You will cancel your flight if you think it's going to be 5 hours. You better not even show up,
Except
or I'll
the
feed.
entire
There will be
week's
a.
gonna be a podcast.
We're just gonna live stream it 24 hours a day. You're gonna walk into our room while I'm sleeping with the GoPro. This is Jeff.
Dude,
Jeff in his natural habitat.
you're gonna start calling me Kai
Why?
because I'm gonna be live streaming.
Oh, okay. Hi, Sinat, get
Yeah,
out.
and you'd be
Except I,
speed.
yeah, well, I honestly, if you showed up, I would just have a big giant Costco cheesecake waiting for you and say, before we film this podcast, you have to eat this whole thing.
I haven't
Just
had
thinking
cheesecake
about that
since then.
doesn't that make you sick thinking about a whole cheesecake?
Um,
Like an
I didn't throw
entire.
up, so I don't have like that like black mark on me. You know what I mean?
You're welcome. I
Pause.
stopped making you gag. You told me, wow, don't clip that, please. Uh, that was, please, that was the worst wording of all time. I can't believe. How did I not see that before I said that? Diabolical. I'm fired. I have to fire myself. That is a blunder that cannot be overstated. Um, so let's just go on to the next
Oh,
thing. So anyway,
wait.
actually, it's funny. Lincoln
What were
was saying,
you
no,
saying?
I don't just I had something it was making sense, but then it just the moment I said it, I went, this is derailed quickly. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh,
Let's not continue.
oh, my
So
stomach hurts now.
that was horrible. How did I
Oh,
not see that on the
that
way?
was so funny.
Uh Today's actually NBA opening season, and potentially LeBron and his son Bronny will play together in a game for approximately 5 minutes until they're down by 20 points, and then he will get subbed out.
And then he
And
will
that's my
never play
guess.
another minute in the NBA.
Rob Pelinka will go, get out. Look at the
Get him.
bench,
And JJ
buddy.
Redick will be like, I'm sorry, son.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
sending you
sorry.
to North Dakota to our G League
Send him
affiliate team.
go all the way to the middle of the snow capital of the Midwest.
But that is a pretty cool
Mm.
feat and
I mean, it's crazy.
accomplishment.
Never thought
First
I'd
time
see it in my
ever.
lifetime.
I really wanted to see Frank Gore and Frank Gore Jr. That would have been super cool.
Oh, old man
But
Gore.
oh well.
Oh
Um,
well.
in NBA news, we are going to do our season predictions as
Hmm.
we tend to do with our favorite sports. Uh, and with the disc golf season wrapping up this last weekend, I can now turn my focus toward the NBA because disc
Of
golf's over. And now I got
course.
NBA and NFL and I guess college football too. But man, October is the best month.
October is it's your favorite month. Like nothing
WNBA
beats it for you.
finals, MLB, what are
The
the World
playoffs and
Series,
the World Series,
college football, NBA, NFL, and then disc
NFL.
golf season wraps up in October as well with the disc golf pro tour finale.
Dude, it's literally
It's the
incredible. The
best
fact
month.
that we are seeing all of these things. It's the colliding of our favorite things. And
Dude,
fall.
it
Your
is a
favorite the fall.
convergence upon which we do not understand the full breadth of the
The
impact it
full the
has.
full breast of it, you know.
The buxom that it pertains.
The booksome.
Dude, we
Yeah,
used to say
okay.
buxom all the time in middle school.
You and who?
Matt Canady
Shut
and
up.
Justin Hall. Yeah.
Oh, Justin Hall, otherwise
Justin
known
Hall.
as, not gonna
Yep.
say it.
One ball.
Oh my goodness, you had to do it.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah, we used to say buxom, and then me and Sater would say super noob.
super noob.
Yep. And we would sniff
Mm.
books in the library to be weird
I mean, you didn't have to sniff
during
the books
lunch.
to be weird. I'm pretty sure that was just gonna happen naturally with
It
Seder.
was, but we just added to it. You know what I mean?
or David Avery Grass.
Dude, shout out to the Grasses, the Grasse
The Grass
family,
family,
the
the
Neil
Gross family.
deGrasse family. Tyson
Shout out to Sater Grass because he's a streaming legend now. Apparently, he's making money streaming every day.
streaming what?
He streams stuff with his friends. I'm not sure. Brandon was telling me, but Sater. I mean, he makes good money. I know you do. So whatever tips and tricks you've got for us,
Say
feel
baby, come
free.
on the pod, baby,
Say Bebe Records. Get me more of that
baby slam, baby.
Bebe Slam.
Well, let's get into our NBA season predictions.
That was fun. We
Um,
Yeah.
let us first start with the most. Actually, we'll go with the youngest pick here. We're gonna go with the rookie of the year. Jeff, where are you going?
Man. I mean, I know the favorite. I feel like the favorite is Zach Edey with how many minutes he's gonna get. He's gonna be an instant minutes dude, and he's just a big body. He's a big boy. He's got some good rim
Big boy.
work. I like the way that he plays down low. How I just don't know how sustainable it's gonna be. Big dudes like that normally have injuries. But I think I mean, I don't think Dalton Connect is gonna get enough minutes either.
That's the problem.
Um,
Connect, I
That's the
really like as
problem.
a pick.
Connect can ball, man. That dude goes.
And
But
fun fact, more bets have been placed on Bronny to be rookie of the year than any other rookie in
that's
NBA
stupid.
history.
It's stupid.
It's
I can't
250
believe
to
it.
1 odds. So if you bet $1 and he wins, you get 250 bucks.
Oh, the odds are they're so
It's
against him.
so against it, yeah.
Yeah, so that
But more
everyone's putting a
people have
little
made
bit of
that
money.
bet because it's there or something like that. I heard it on the Hoop Collective
The
podcast.
amount of things that would have to go correct for that to happen are he would have to get traded, honestly, to a team that like Charlotte. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with Zach Edey though, because of how much volume he's gonna get. I think he's gonna get the numbers, he's gonna get the minutes, and he's gonna have I mean, he's gonna get fed all
Yeah.
of the whole game.
I think
So
he's not going to play a full minute load that another
no,
center like
he'll get
uh
30.
well, I'm thinking like a Steven Adams. He's not going to play as many minutes as
Oh,
like a Steven Adams would play, but I think he's going to get enough minutes. He's going to be on a potential playoff team, like they're projected to make the playoffs as of right now.
yeah.
Um, and he's going to be starting. He'll have an impact role. He'll get numbers with blocks and rebounds and points. For me, that's the obvious pick, and so that's also what I have. I have all my picks written down, so that way you can not think I'm cheating.
Nope, I
But I
don't think
do
you're
have
cheating.
Zach Edey taking the rookie of the year as well.
Yeah.
The easiest pick is the defensive player of the year. I don't. I said we didn't even need to discuss it. I have Wemby.
Yeah. Wemby, no problem. If he stays healthy, it's a no-brainer. I mean, he was basically a lock last year if it weren't for Gobert being on a team that had the insane amount of wins that they did and also a
No, the
crazy
only reason
defense.
he didn't get it was because he didn't have the minutes.
No, I mean he had the minutes and he had the numbers, but
Well, I'm
he
saying he
had
didn't
no
have the minutes
wins.
compared to Gobert.
Nah, they
If he
weren't
would have
that
played more
different.
minutes, he would have had even more
It
numbers, and
was
he would have.
it was the wins. The wins were I mean, the
Yeah,
Spurs were almost last place and the Timberwolves were basically almost first for a lot of the year but they had a bunch of other defensive players. So obviously he was going to get the nod,
they
even
had Nas
though
Reed
it was
and Mike
close.
Conley.
Yeah,
They had a
they
great
just had
defensive team. Wemby
Anthony
had
Edwards.
nobody.
Anthony Edwards was great, but the
Hmm.
numbers that Wemby put up and how well their defensive efficiency was when he was on the court, it was actually like top five in the NBA when he was on.
Yeah, no,
So
it
I
was
do
unreal.
think with him having less minute restrictions, a better team around him, I think they definitely he wins
I
that
also
no
think they
problem.
didn't want to give it to a rookie.
Oh no, they didn't want to give it to a rookie either. It's just not
But
common. So
do I say the thing or do I not say it?
say it.
This pick is locked in place unless we
Are you
roll,
gonna jinx it?
we roll an ankle or something like that. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood, please. I'm
So,
glad you have the knock on wood. You need to say it because it's true.
yep.
But you know what? Fine with
I
me.
need to throw it out
I
there.
know it's a chance. I know it's a chance,
But
but Wemby's training. He's training
dude, his
hard to make sure
ankles are
he's
like
not.
Gumby, brother.
You just, I mean, he's nothing like
Dude,
you know,
imagine how flexible he is.
I
I
mean,
mean, for somebody to be that long and that flexible,
dude,
I
they
I
call him
can't
Elastigirl
imagine
back
the other
home.
things that he can do.
He looks like Slender Man and Elastigirl mixed. Who knows? You know,
Elastigirl.
it's only in my
He
imagination.
doesn't have the booty.
He's got the stretch, He's got the reach.
Okay. Next, we have our MVP predictions, and then we'll do our finals matchup and our first. Actually, we'll do our first team All NBA and then our finals matchup.
Okay.
MVP. Do you want to go first or second?
MVP. Yeah, I got MVP because you went first on that last one.
Okay.
MVP, I've got the guy who was basically the runner up, and I feel like his team has just matured more, and he's still going to be a dynamo. He's still going to get the volume, but I think it's Gilchrist Alexander.
Oh, me too,
Yeah, really? I just
dude.
think he's
Yes, I've
I just
S.
think he was already close. SGA should have. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. No, 100%. I totally agree with you. He should be if he gets the same
See,
volume and
I
he's
was gonna go
efficient.
SGA because I wanted to be different than what I thought everybody else would be.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a scoring machine. I mean, his 30-point games, he's efficient. He's very I mean, it's crazy to think he's been in the league what, like 7 or 8 years, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like he's only been in the league like 4 years.
Yeah.
It's because
Um,
he's been relevant the last couple. But yeah, I think his whole team's really good, and I think it'll make him look better.
that said, I think the obvious second choice is Luca.
Yeah,
I
Luca's
get that
right there.
Luca's team is better, but if he can, I mean,
I don't know. Jokic is always going to be in the mix, depending on how he
Jokic is. I'm
does.
expecting the Nuggets to take a step back this year, just personally.
A little bit, a little bit.
I don't think they're going to be
But
quite
but
as
with Clay,
dynamic as they were.
you don't think with Clay they're gonna have an extra dynamic there if Clay goes well? I mean, he's been stinking it up, but
I mean,
no EU action. But I just don't know. He could just all of a sudden hit his stride, and then
yeah.
they're just like with Michael Porter Jr., the 3-point threat all the time, and then Jokic just dishes and wishes and
I
does his
mean,
thing.
Jokic should have won it last year, I thought,
Yeah,
personally, but oh well.
yeah.
Okay. So, I want to do first team All NBA. You ready for my team here?
I thought you had most improved.
No, I don't have most improved. Do you have a
Oh,
most
okay.
improved?
Yeah, I was actually gonna say I thought the most improved will be Jalen Williams, also on
Oh,
OKC because
Tunda.
he balled out
Which
last
Jalen
year.
Williams though?
Dreads Jalen
The big one or the guard?
guard.
Okay. Because there
Yeah,
he's like a forward center and then
I
there's
mean
like a there's
big boy is good, but I think Jalen
yeah.
Williams, other Jalen
Because
Williams,
there's the
I think
Jalen
he's gonna
Williams
just
guard forward and there's the Jalen Williams forward center.
yeah. I think he's going to take a jump, even though he was already good. I think with more minutes and with a more maturity, it's going to
Hmm.
be night and day, and they're going to be, I think, like Western Conference favorites.
Okay.
So,
I like that pick. I didn't have anybody. Except for maybe Scoot Henderson. Just kidding.
oh, Scoot, I forgot he even existed.
Yeah, seriously.
That's
He's
where the Blazers bring him to die. Where he's
purgatory,
at.
man. It's bad.
Yeah, rough time.
Okay, my first team all NBA. I have my MVP pick and my MVP runner up in SGA and Luca. And then I have what I think are, I've got one obvious other pick, and that's Jokic at the center
Hmm.
spot. But then my two picks that I feel like are a little bit maybe hot takey.
They're
I
not
have
doing it the way they did though. They're not doing it by position, right?
they're doing like forward, center, guard, but it's like you can have three forwards, like
Hmm.
and then like or three guards. Like it's just there's flexibility with it.
Oh, okay.
It's not like forward, forward, guard, guard, center. I think it's like guard, guard, guard slash forward, forward, forward slash center.
Okay.
So it
That makes
kind of
sense.
fills multiple spots. So I've got SGA, Luca, and Jokic making my first team, and my hot takes are Jason Tatum,
Okay.
making that last one. And my final pick is Wemby. Do you have the
We
exact
only
same?
have we only have one difference in our All
No.
NBA.
Wow.
Only one.
Who's
Yeah,
the difference? You
and
have
it's
Embiid.
and no, I don't, because I don't think Embiid will play enough games. But you'll totally agree with me too. If
Okay.
if the things go right for, I mean, Luka's obviously a little more of a favorite with how he plays, but I've got Jokic, I've got SGA,
Mm-hmm.
I've got Tatum, Wemby sneaking in. I was like, you know what? If he plays and they do well,
Yeah,
I think
seriously,
Wemby
I
can
can
sneak
see it,
in.
man. I
And then
can
my
see it.
last one is Anthony Edwards.
Okay, nice. So
I
you
think
have
if he
Ant
balls
instead of
out
Luca.
and he's consistent, I think he's too electric and that people will get him in. And if Lucas takes a little bit of step back, he's in. I just think that the way the year will play out, he will look better than Luca will.
So I almost subbed out Luca for Steph Curry.
Who also could have a good year. I
With
just think there's
Steph
voter.
losing
Yeah,
Clay and also Draymond taking another step back in his play, like Steph could be a huge player in this.
he could if they give him the minutes and he balls out. It's just
Yeah.
that's what's hard to know. But the locks, I think there's three locks for it
Wow.
if everything plays out. But I thought you were gonna say it. I was like, oh,
Yeah, we both have Wemby
Wemby
sneaking into our
and
first
Tatum,
team.
and Tatum had 25
And
points at
Tatum.
halftime tonight. Tatum is he's just gonna be consistent. He has been for a couple of years now.
I mean, I think he has kind of earned that next level with the
Yeah,
last finals
we did
win.
it.
I don't like I
No,
don't
you were
like him
so.
anymore.
I don't like his attitude,
I used to love
Mister
him.
Cringe. Yeah.
All right. Who's your favorite random player that you like have like a semi crush on? Like you just like love who they are, how they carry themselves, but you're not a fan of that team. Because for
Oh,
me, it used to be Tatum.
I loved Steven Adams. That dude was
Okay,
just like humble. He was a wall. No one wanted to
dude,
mess with him.
I
Dude
love
had
his
the most
interview.
random highlights of him like half court one arm throw.
Yeah,
He made weird plays and he
dude,
just
he's
seemed like a dude
Aquaman.
like a New Zealand dude that he just felt like he was. It felt like he was from an island and he was like, "Yo, what's up, guys?"
Yeah.
Yeah, Aquaman.
Uh, so my pick before was Jason Tatum, but my other pick has always been Devin Booker. I just have a crush on Devin Booker. Don't know why.
He just got those thin eyes and that jumper that
Dude,
just
and his
get you.
car collection is so sick.
Oh, also that.
He
Also,
he
who's the
drives
one
like
who
the
has the
old school
shoe?
cars. They're so fun.
Who has the shoe collection that's crazy? Is it
Oh,
Chris
PJ
Middleton?
Tucker.
No. PJ Tucker, who has the
Yeah, PJ
crazy
Tucker
clue.
has the most extensive sneaker collection in the NBA.
I would pay some good money to go and tour and see all of his shoes.
Dude,
Because that's gotta be some
I
crazy
would
money.
not pay good money, but I would do some good favors. Like
Whoa.
I'd rake his
Whoa.
yard and clean his gutters.
You
Pause.
clean out his gutters. Wow, yeah, you would.
Yeah. Um,
Wow.
okay.
Fun list, dude. We were
NBA
on the same
NBA
page though.
Finals matchup. Jeff, you go first.
I mean, honestly, I do think that the way they played, I mean, Timberwolves are always going to be a threat. I just feel like the Thunder have what it takes in the West. Nuggets are good. Timberwolves are good, but I think they could do it. They already are a little more seasoned. They've figured out a few things. I can feel it. I think they can sneak their way into it. Honestly though, Celtics are the favorite in the East. I don't think much has changed that makes me feel differently about these other teams there that are I'm scared of. I don't feel like a lot of the teams are scary to me in the East besides the Celtics. So
We're
I think I'm going
we're
with Celtics.
chalk, brother. I
Ah,
legitimately have Thunder Celtics.
dude, it doesn't feel like a
And
crazy mix up
I
year. It feels
yeah.
pretty shock.
I mean last year I felt like there were four different teams in the West and two different teams in the East.
Yeah.
This year I don't feel like there's quite that like I really
Like the
want the
Sixers are a
76ers and the
little bit
Knicks.
wild.
Yes, you have like a top three, but like the Celtics are still a tier above that. And
Yeah.
you have the Thunder, the Nuggets, and the Wolves. But again, the Thunder are a tier above. So it's just
Yeah,
it makes sense. If you're putting money down on picks, like those are what you're going with. And unfortunately, as much as I would love to see a young up and coming team that works hard and has built around the draft like the Thunder, I think the Celtics, if I had to make a prediction right now, I would say the
too
Celtics.
well rounded. They're too well rounded. They
Yeah.
have so many weapons. They're gritty. They hit the gritty.
Mm,
I don't see a lot of spots that they're in a 7 game series that they can be beaten most of the time. So I
yeah.
think they're going to carry. They're the favorite to come out of the East, barring injuries.
Well, bar
So
none.
six. I mean, think about it. The Timberwolves lost Carl Anthony Towns to the East. But that didn't really feel much of a change up for the Knicks. Like I don't feel like they got that much better because they got rid of some role players who were good for them with DiVincenzo and kind of broke up the Villanova group.
Well,
So
they did get Cat, so
yeah, they got Cat. I don't know.
that's
And then
very
Timberwolves
interesting to me
also got
still.
a little hurt. I think that hurt them with the big man
100%.
side.
I
Just
mean,
so
I think it'll give Nas Reed the opportunity to step up more, but
yeah, which he could be. Honestly,
he
he
could be
could
the most
be
improved player.
most improved player or
Yeah.
sixth man of the
That's
year.
that's
He
my
could be
pick.
either one.
I think he's going to start now with it. So I'm taking Nas Reed as
Oh,
my
he
most
is?
MIP.
Okay. That's
Okay.
good.
And
Victor
then you
Wembanyama could
had
also win MIP. Honestly, if we're talking about it, if he gets the
yeah.
minutes and he puts up crazy
They
numbers,
they don't want to give it to a second year player because it's
of
very
course not.
obvious that the second year player is going to make a huge step. They usually
But it
give it to
could.
a third or fourth year player. But
Yeah,
okay,
still.
bold takes or crazy prediction. I've got one.
Uh, I didn't really prep too much. My crazy prediction is that trade
Actually, I've got two.
deadline Rockets go after Harden and Durant.
What?
That's my I think they go after him again.
Oh,
I
dude,
think they
I could
could.
I could see this being the case where the Clippers become sellers and just sell everybody off. Because one
Yeah.
of my takes is that Kawhi Leonard plays less than 12 games this year.
Yeah, he's so hard to know what he's gonna do that he probably won't do much at all. And if even if he does, he's gonna be like Christian McCaffrey. He's like, I don't know what you're looking at.
uh, I'm a fun guy.
That was a really good impression.
Thank you.
That's
Also,
impressive. Is that you, Kawhi and Yoshi? Is that you?
yeah, yeah, they're friends actually. When he played for the
They would
Raptors,
be.
Dino, they
Yeah,
kind of had
sounds right. The Raptors. He
they
looks
went
like
to
Yoshi.
they went to a few parties, had a few mutual connections, and they became buds. Oddly enough, like
Yeah,
weird combo of guys, but it works.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
that's a good.
other
I mean, that's a
prediction,
good prediction for me.
my other prediction is that the Celtics make a trade at the trade deadline to reacquire Time Lord himself, Rob Williams from the Blazers.
What?
Yep, that's
Really?
my prediction.
Hmm. Okay. I mean,
I don't know why, just a
I don't
random.
know what they're gonna do for that with that. I don't think that improves their roster at all. So
I think the Celtics will have some sort of injury, and Rob will finally be healthy by that point, and then he'll play. And
I
Shaden
think.
Sharp will finally do the dunk contest.
Oh, that would I'd want to see that.
Dude,
My one other thing would be that
he's my other crush.
sneak isn't he all for all of us? Is that sneakily? I think Jalen Brunson could sneak into the All NBA first team in lieu of Edwards. I think there's a
Second team.
chance. I think he could though. I think he could sneak into the first team if he. I mean, he was
No.
on a
No.
tear. He was on
No.
a tear. He could.
He can't.
Like bye bye Luca.
They said you're too small.
He was like this.
They said you're a
Like
lefty. You're not
hanged up.
allowed first team
Oh, lefties aren't allowed.
unless you have a
Hey,
massive beard.
LeBron's a lefty. He just shoots righty.
Well, I'm a righty and I shoot lefty. My name is
Well,
Brandon Sprague.
oh, he's amphibious, ambidextrous.
Remember how weird it is that Brandon is a better dribbler and finisher with the right, but shoots with the left, and I'm a better finisher and dribbler with the left, and I shoot with the right.
It is really strange.
And I
'Cause
was mellow, and he
I'm a
was
worse
LeBron.
dribbler with both my hands, and I can't
Well,
defend
the
at
only
all.
dribbling
So
you do is after you're done
like this.
peeing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. You got to empty it. Got to empty it out.
Because if you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it.
Yeah. I mean, shake and bake. Am I right? No,
Shake and bake, baby.
shake and bake, baby.
Let us know in the comments any of your NBA season predictions, bold takes, and your MVP takes.
Yeah.
With that, Jeff, I got a bracket for you, brother.
Bracketology. Let's go.
Bracketology. I did not choose this order. This order was
Okay.
randomly chosen, and this is something that we almost draft, and then you ripped a rug out from
Put the
underneath me.
put the kick on it. All right.
We're doing a fruit bracket.
Fruit.
Yeah. Okay.
Le
You
fruit
ready?
cake. All right.
First matchup is the banana versus the plum.
Ooh. Plum's so juicy, but a banana is so versatile. So I'm gonna go with banana there.
Okay. Next matchup is the orange versus the peach.
Oh, a Georgia peach. I get my peaches down in Georgia. You know what I mean?
I get them from Palisade.
Or oh, okay. Oh, oranges are solid, but you know what? Peaches just hit the spot when they're cold, and the
Especially when they're
sweetness of a
perfectly
peach.
ripe. I don't think there's a better fruit.
Yeah, peaches just. There's too many stories and movies where peaches are the highlight.
Peaches and
Sweet Georgia
onions.
peach, peaches in it, good old holes.
Also, what a gross word.
Yeah, what?
Sploosh.
Hey, I like the tingle. You know what I mean?
Well, plus I like the team.
Plus I like the plus I like. When used to think it said plus I like the team. Can't believe that. Can't believe that that's what that meant. Plus I like the team.
Oh, that's so I haven't seen that movie since I was a teenager.
That's one you gotta watch. It's got it all. It's
Probably early
comedy.
teen,
It's
but
a
I need to
it's
rewatch
a
that
it's
one.
a horror. It's a comedy. It's a western.
It
It's
is.
sci-fi. You got everything you need. It's a
Yeah,
romance.
it is.
Yeah,
It's great, and it's based off of.
romantic.
It's a book.
Well, it's based off the book I read when I was fifth grade.
Well, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Well, well, Jeff Foxworthy, are you smarter than a redneck?
Yeah. Well, are you smarter than a celebrity? Travis Kelsey's new show.
Oh, let's not push some politics. All right, I don't want to hear
Sorry,
it.
sorry, sorry. All right, next matchup: the apple. Take whichever type of apple or all of them, versus the kiwi.
I actually just had a kiwi recently. I never eat them,
They're so
but
good, and they're really
but
good
it's
for
really
you.
good when they're right. Yeah, they're like the most healthy fruit, like the antioxidants and
Dude, have you ever had
whatever.
a yellow kiwi?
There was a golden kiwi
The
at the
golden
store that I
kiwis?
almost got, but I didn't get it.
From
Could
Costco.
take
They have golden
if you
kiwis.
get them right.
Phenomenal.
But mine took
Phenomenal.
2 weeks to get ripe. I ate one and it was so sour. And I was like, I gotta wait. And it took 2 weeks to get soft. And then Emily finally had one and was like,
Pause.
yeah, it's good now. True. But an apple also, just nothing beats an apple. The amount that where you can find a good apple, so many options, apple pie, everything apple flavoring, so good.
Okay, well that is our first difference because
You
I
went
went
with
with
the
the
good
kiwi.
kiwi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
No harm.
Next matchup is the pineapple versus the tangerine. Similar to orange,
Oh,
yes, but
easy. Pineapple wins that, no
it
question.
does.
No question.
Well, pineapples are in my head.
Whoa, glass animals.
Yeah. Okay, this was the toughest matchup in the first round for me. The blackberry versus the blueberry.
Really tough because I grew up on blackberries everywhere.
I grew up
Wild
on both,
blackberries.
dude.
I mean, I didn't eat blueberries a lot in pancakes and fake blueberry flavors, but blackberries I had fresh all the time. The thing is, I think I like blueberry more. Blackberries have the seeds in them that would get stuck on my teeth a lot. I do love a good juicy blackberry, but also I associate blackberries with the blackberry vines and bushes that were impossible, and I had to clear those out all the time, and they were
Yeah.
so annoying. So a little
Pacific
bit of me
Northwest,
is
baby. They're
biased.
weeds.
There are weeds there. And
Are you going with the
blueberries,
blue?
I'm going with the blue. I love a good blueberry. And
Okay.
also extremely healthy.
Yes.
Very healthy antioxidants
Superfood.
galore. Superfood.
Um, Next matchup, the grape versus the strawberry
Grape is good, but it's too basic. The fact that I don't even want to consider a green grape. It's got to be the purple grapes,
or
you
red
know,
grapes
or red grapes or green grapes. Oh yeah, yeah,
or
grapes.
yayo grapes.
But I have to think that a good strawberry is going to be better every time.
100%.
Especially a fresh one, that you get from the side of the road or from like a farmer's market.
Yeah.
Those are always going to be better.
Farmersonly.com.
Yep. Nice.
Next matchup, it was an easy one for me, but I imagine this would probably extract the most controversy. The mango versus the watermelon.
Oh man, that's the toughest matchup for me. I love watermelon and it hits so many times. A good juicy watermelon when it's hot, or I used to have watermelon slushies on in Brazil. So good. But a
Mm.
mango, dude, mangoes
Mango,
are
dude.
another, but mango banana bread, bro,
Banana bread, bro.
so good. And I want to say watermelon so bad, but my immediate thought was mangoes have to move on. They just are another tier.
As a
Like a
an
tier in
avid mango
space.
supporter, I've always been team mango. Very happy to see it move on.
It deserves it. Watermelon,
And
so sad to leave.
the easiest matchup for me on the board, cherries versus raspberries.
Raspberries easily.
Easy.
Easy.
Raspberries.
Raspberries.
Okay, sweet.
Raspberries. Yeah.
We are through round one.
Was it 16? Was that 16 of them?
16.
All right. Lead
Round
eight.
two, the banana versus the peach.
Also, really tough.
Tough matchup.
Peaches are juicy, tasty. Bananas are good against fighting. They got that potassium, keep me from cramping up, in those moments in my life when I just really need to just not cramp up. And smoothies, but they do tend to take
Monkey,
over
no
everything.
cramp.
What's that
Monkey,
from?
eat banana. No cramp.
What is that?
It's
Why don't I
a
know that?
it's a pitcher or baseball player for the Toronto Blue Jays, and he was
Oh,
talking about how he had cramps and he started eating bananas because monkeys don't cramp.
oh, I would
It's
have never guessed
I
that.
will send it to you. It's quite funny.
Okay. Well, even though bananas are great, they just overpower most things that they're paired up with. It's too much, and they're a little full of themselves. So I'm gonna go with a peach on this.
Love it. That is what I have as well. Then next we have the apple versus its pine partner in the pineapple.
And pineapples are great. The pine version of the apple and plain apple. Again, there's not really a lot of pineapples. You get what you get with a pineapple. You get
Hmm.
that sour, you get that little bit. And fun fact, pineapple is that little bit of a tang, that kind of a little bit of that feeling, that tingling you get when you eat that. That's actually a compound in the pineapple that actually is a flesh eating compound. So it's actually a tiny bit eating at your skin in your mouth. And that's what
Good for
causes
you.
that feeling. It's really crazy, really crazy.
It's
And
good for you.
yet,
You need it every once in a while.
and yeah, you just gotta like, hey, respect the pineapple.
I
You know,
literally had dried pineapple for a snack today.
respect the pouch, respect it.
Respect it.
Again, I don't think you went this route, but I'm gonna go with apple here.
Okay.
Um,
Sad to see it,
I,
brother. Sad to see
yeah,
it.
I know you picked the pineapple. You're about those juicy fruits,
Dude, I'm all about juicy fruit.
juicy fruit, the juicy fruit gum. But apple deserves it is too versatile, too many yummy flavors, great on the go. Just
Um,
so many
I
uses.
will say apple itself doesn't have the strength that pineapple itself has, but apple pie, apple cobbler, apple sauce,
Yeah,
apple
too many
cider,
things.
apple juice. Like,
Yeah,
what a versatile player here. You know what I mean? Like,
pen pineapple, apple pen. There's so many things.
Okay, yeah, whatever you
Yeah,
said.
that from
Crab
it's that
apple
it's that. Oh, a crab apple.
and Goyle
Oh,
apple.
I didn't know you could read.
I didn't know you could read.
What an improv line.
I am on movie 6.
6. Man,
Yep,
dark. Man, the Half Blood Princess and the Pauper.
we don't say
A
blood.
great one. Half the Half Sangue Prince,
Okay.
which is Portuguese for blood.
Now the other side of the matchup, we have the blueberry versus the strawberry.
A blueberry versus a strawberry. That is really tough. Love me a strawberry. Gonna go with strawberry there.
Okay.
Yep.
I
Dipped
I
in chocolate. Think about that. That's crazy. That's
yes.
crazy strong.
No, I actually agree with you. I just was a little bit surprised.
Yeah, no, that one's a little easier. That's an
Okay.
easier matchup.
And our final matchup in this round is the hardest matchup on the board, in my opinion. The mango versus the raspberry.
I mean, I love raspberries too. Mangoes will take that for me. That's
Uh,
not as tough.
Agreed.
Mango is too prime mango versus a prime raspberry. No shot. Raspberry takes it. Raspberries are good, and there's stuff to do with them. But a mango will always be over that.
Amazing.
Okay, final four.
Well, we started with 16 and now we're down to 4.
The big
On the left
four.
side of the bracket, we have the peach against the apple.
And this is easier than I thought it would be. But the peach is gonna win.
The peach is
Peach is
gonna
beating
win,
an
brother.
apple. Peach is winning that. A good peach is always gonna beat out the good apple.
Always.
Always.
And I mean the things that I said about Apple being a versatile player, Peach Peach is pretty dang versatile
Peach
too.
is Peach has a lot. Peach has a
Peach
lot of
pie,
places it can
peach
go.
cobbler, peach flavored things are way better than apple flavored things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a good peach will hit the spot nine
Also, the
times out of
peach
10.
emoji, great emoji.
It just has a good shape to it. A
It
good
it,
little
it reminds me
little
of just
edges.
something that I just am attracted to. You know what I mean?
I
I'm
just
just
want to
attracted to.
grab the whole peach. I just want
I
to
just
like
want to just
squish it, I just want to just like swim in it.
Can you just tell her? She'll know what it means.
Thanks, Hunter. And tell her I want to squeeze them.
She'll know what it means. It's code.
She'll know that means it's code.
Oh man. Okay. So Peach is in the final,
Yeah.
and who will Peach face between strawberry and mango?
Oh, so tough. So tough. This is probably the toughest one. This is like 51-49, but I
This is
had a feeling it was gonna
like how
happen.
do I choose between my left hand and my right hand? You know what I mean?
I
Like
can't. My left hand or my backhand. I can't decide, you
my
know?
forehand or my backhand. I love them both.
Yeah. I love them both. They're both obvious choices, but in this instance, gotta be a mango. Gotta be.
Whoa,
Mangoes,
Jeffrey.
strawberries are so good. I've just had some mangoes that are are better. And the juiciness, ripe mango,
Amazing,
dried
Jeff.
mango,
This is
mango with
incredible.
chamoy. This
This
is
is
a
incredible.
great matchup.
And
These are
that leads us,
powerhouses.
this leads us to an incredible matchup. Two very similar players in terms of their strengths, with very little weaknesses in their game. We have the peach versus the mango.
Heavyweights. Heavyweights matching up. I couldn't have
Finish it.
picked it better myself. Mortal Kombat style. These two would go to 10 rounds against each other. They both are similar in a few of the best ways, but the flavor profile, one has a more of like a fall, kind of like a cozy vibe, but the peach and the mango has more of a summertime boom, go out into the beach. Mango, you get the little bit
Peach
of that.
peach.
Yeah, peach beet. Yeah, I love Koopa, Koopa Cape. We get all of it. But there's
Coconut
there's
malt.
one there's one distinct difference between these two. All right? One distinct difference.
Can I
I
can
mean,
I ask
even
a
the flavor.
question, teacher? Can I ask a
Yes.
question?
Yes, sir, in the front.
Is some have reported some negative reports on mango due to its hairy nature and poor bites on occasion. What can you say to Team Mango in terms of these allegations?
There's no hiding the fact that a mango has its unique characteristics. But a peach is no different. A peach will have its negative bites. But we want to gauge the high and the low moments. And most of the high moments I've had with a peach have been fantastic. They've all been in cozy times when I'm feeling at home. I just want to eat some peaches and just kind of chill on the couch. A mango, I'm on the go. Mango on the go go. I'm
Mango
out
a
and
go go,
about. I'm feeling
the Jamba Juice
active.
flavor. Mango a go go.
Mango a go go.
Hmm.
The mango. There's just so many ways to eat a mango that get me up and at 'em. I'm alive. And a peach, I want to just sit and chill. And they're both great things, but I want to be active. I want to be up. I want something that motivates me to get out and do something with my life. So, as scary as it is to eliminate the peach, mango's gonna come out on top. Pause. No pause intended.
Wow. Jeffrey
Peaches are
Scott.
great. Mangoes, they did it. They did it.
That is incredible.
Surprising. What? It was your top one.
That is incredible. The Mango takes it over all these 16 competitors. Mango wins it for you. I did frankly,
Who would have gone for you? Who would have won?
I didn't see that pulling out of your camp here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure you didn't. I'm surprised.
Especially when you pushed peach over banana, orange, and apple. I thought for sure peach was going all the way. That's crazy.
They met their match.
So
Peaches.
for me, I had banana over plum, peach over orange, kiwi over apple, and pineapple over tangerine. Then I actually had blackberry over blueberry. I know that probably
That's fine.
hurts a
That's
lot.
fair.
That hurts my ancestry in Oregon, but I had blackberry,
Fair.
and then I had strawberry over grapes, mango over watermelon, and raspberry over cherry. Then I had peach over banana, pineapple over kiwi, strawberry over blackberry, and mango over raspberry. Then I had peach over pineapple and strawberry over mango. So
Wow.
our final four is almost the same. I just had pineapple instead of apple.
Yeah.
And then I had peach versus strawberry in my final,
It's
and
close.
I went with the peach.
You went with the peach. Okay, that makes sense. I can see why
I
you were
literally
so
bought
shocked.
I literally bought a giant bucket of peaches off the side of the road down in Franktown. It was awesome.
Yeah, well, that's why you said the other day that you had peaches for
I
dinner.
have
Like that's all
I
you
have
ate.
two left. They're so good.
Just you're just like
Dude,
just
I
eating those
what I what I've
peaches.
been doing is I've been dicing them up and I'll dice them up in different ways. Like I'll make like tiny cubes and then I'll do like big chunks and then I just sprinkle a
Slices.
little bit of sugar on there and then I just like toss it around and then I put it in the fridge for them to chill with that sugar marinade.
And Netflix and chill in there.
They they
Dude,
they
put a little cinnamon in there next time. A little bit of cinnamon sugar with that
okay,
peach. Oh man, you will
okay,
you'll it's like you're eating pie.
okay.
I would do
I'm
it.
game. I'll do it.
Okay.
Don't
All right.
test me.
I'm not gonna test you.
Well, Jeff, that was a fantastic matchup there. Really proud of you.
What a
Yeah, you
what a
really
matchup.
you deliberated and you stuck to your guns. You didn't let me influence you too much. So I think you did great. I'm proud of you, buddy.
Thank you.
Do you like that I just
It's
called you
it's it
buddy?
was I mean, in this context, it's actually not that bad.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, way to go, bud.
Wait, oh, don't cross the line.
Hey,
I'm
good game,
sick of it.
sport. Dude,
Sport.
that's what I'm gonna
Hey,
do to
hey,
Devin in
pal.
pickleball. Every time he gets a point, I'll be like, dude, nice point, sport. Oh, nice
Hey,
return, bud. I'm just gonna bud and sport and like pal him. I'm just gonna
or hey,
patronize the
hey,
crap
good
out of him.
good shot, kid.
Do it. Dude,
Oh
Devin.
man.
Dude, Devin, you almost got there, buddy. Good try.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right, kiddo. You'll get one next time.
Let me find in my notes where patronizing nicknames: Bud, Sport, Big Guy, Champ, Chief, Pal, Friend. Dude, I'm just gonna pull out these patronizing nicknames on him. Pause.
Don't
All right.
don't pull out.
And with that said, Jeffrey,
With
what's
that being
our
said,
what's our draft
we've
tonight?
got a we've got a draft. Not one you probably would have seen in the horizon
Good
for us.
good
Thank you.
adjustment.
I saw that. I saw that coming. I mean, wait, darn it.
No, that's okay. You did see
I
it coming.
tried. I did. I feel it coming. So today we've got a really interesting draft, which you never think about it because it's 20 throughout the day, you're constantly using it and you just don't think about it until if you
Mm,
had to pick. And my draft is apps on your phone you couldn't live without.
yeah, this
Okay.
is an incredibly difficult draft.
It is. The thing is, here are the rules. I have a rule. Okay. This will help you narrow this down because it's tough. Okay. I am going to eliminate all of these stock apps that are preloaded on your iPhone. So I know we both have
That's a
iPhones.
lot, though.
It is a lot, but think of all the other apps that you have that you automatically download that you use. I know there's a good size list. So what that includes is the camera app, photos, health, iMessages, FaceTime, your mail, the mail app,
Clock,
clock, music,
calculator,
calculator, music, wallet,
music.
just the Apple Music app. That is stock on there. So we're not going to have it.
So Apple Podcasts would be out then too.
Apple Podcast would be out.
I say we take the media related ones off.
So what do you mean?
Because like you don't have to have those apps on your phone.
Okay, so you want those included? Okay.
Like I think
Like
that
you
those
can
should be
remove them.
drafted because like you have
Okay.
you have
So we'll
Spotify,
do
which is
Apple
the same
Music.
as Apple Music.
Okay. So Apple Music, podcasts, we'll leave those in.
Like calendar, that
Okay.
stays
Apple Maps taken off. If you have a different Maps app you want to use and include on your list, you can use that.
okay.
But Apple Maps is taken off, so you don't have to
Okay.
worry about that one. Contacts, home, weather, um, voice memos, your Apple Watch, Find My settings, all of those are gone. Okay.
Okay.
So this is apps that you will either use or that you couldn't live without. Things that you would need if you had to choose 5 apps that you're like, this is all I can have on my phone.
Yeah, so are we
You pick them.
building a team? And I'm saying, hey, like these are the apps that I need for the rest of my life, kind of thing. I only get these
Yeah.
5 apps for the rest of my life.
Yes. You
Yeah.
only get these 5 apps to
All
do
right.
everything you need to do.
I don't think that I need to have the one because I don't think that you would take my one, but I'm just gonna take the one anyways because I'm curious to see what you're gonna do at the 2-3. This is purely
Yeah.
I want to see how you react. So I'm gonna go with the first overall pick, and I'm gonna go with my most used app on my phone, and that's my podcast app.
Yeah. That's fine. I wouldn't have taken it.
Right.
I know you're heavy into podcasts.
I am. You are listening to this probably on a podcast medium.
Yeah. Unless you're part of the YouTube crew, which garnered almost 100 views on YouTube. This our last one, which I'm surprised because I wasn't expecting that. So
Wait,
shout out you
what?
viewers. Yeah, we got a lot of views on our last one. Is it either it's 60 or it's 100? It was
The
one of
short
those. But
one?
yeah, the short one.
Cool.
Check it out if you want to.
Check it
But
out.
it's surprising getting a little viewership. You guys are keeping us afloat.
You're right.
How many is it?
What?
How many was it?
100
I was exactly right. Look at me
on the dot.
on the
And
nose.
the best Michaels at 64.
Yeah, so that's solid, but I don't know where it's I don't know if it's the buzzwords you're using in the
Max's
title.
episode is like one of the worst ones.
Ooh, that's telling.
Yeah.
Yikes, bad juju.
Come on,
Bad
Max. You
Juju
gotta you gotta you
Smith-Schuster.
gotta market yourself better, brother.
Yeah, Jack and the power juju. Okay. Well, great first pick. I mean, if you're gonna use that every day, you're gonna be on that for hours, so I totally get that. I'm gonna go with one that I know I couldn't do anything without because of the amount of places I go, and that is
Mm.
Google Maps.
Google Maps.
Google Maps. I
Great.
don't like Apple Maps, so I never use it. I
Oh,
always use
I
Google
only
Maps.
use Apple Maps. I can't stand Google Maps.
I don't like the interface for it, Google Maps. I like the integration that I already have with my Gmail and with other Google integrated things.
Sure.
So I have my home, all of my stuff in there. I just think is
I
better.
just don't like the navigation. Like I like the interface of regular maps.
Hmm. Okay. I used to use regular maps, so that I phased out of it. Just grew up, I grew a pair
That's
and
fair.
decided Google Maps was better.
If you grow a pair, you can call me back,
Okay, cool.
Kesha.
Sounds great. Kesha. Oh, wow. Didn't think we'd putting Kesha on our podcast.
Yeah,
Here we are.
she's an avid listener.
Yeah, I mean, episode 32 is what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. So second pick then, uh back around to some of the other things I do basically every day. Something I would need access to, and that is my Chase Bank app. For
Ooh,
all my monies, all of my checking every day, my credit card, I need that more than anything because that is where a lot of my life lives in that.
that's a great pick. I could survive with that one on my computer
Okay.
personally.
Since you check it, you're not on the go with it, so you don't,
I don't need access to it on the go all the time.
that's
However,
fair.
you have inspired me, and I'm gonna go with the Apple Wallet.
Hey, also really good. I never use Apple Wallet, but for those who do, I could tell this would be big time.
Boarding passes, tickets, Apple Pay.
Yeah.
You
It,
can't do
it's
it without
really
it.
useful. Can't
You
do it
can't do it
without it.
without
So
it.
if you're going electronic, that's the way to go.
The
Very fair.
Apple Wallet. Very good for me. Um, my next pick is not as used as podcasts for me, but I do need it. And if it's literally an MP3 player. I'm gonna take Apple Music.
Yeah, that's good.
You could take
Apple Music.
Spotify.
Yeah.
If you're a Spotify user, I'm an Apple Music guy.
Yeah. Apple Music, I agree. I think has better quality music. I think the quality of the sound is better in Apple Music. But
Interesting.
my one gripe is the playlist selection is so bad for me because the amount of Spotify individually crafted playlists that exist where people have made playlists for anything, like it's almost like a social media platform for playlists
Yeah.
of like, oh, The Office, clean office, playlist where I can listen to songs from The Office that someone crafted for me, or
Yeah.
I can listen to like 80s and 90s rock clean, playlist. Apple Music doesn't have stuff like that very often. They
Sure.
have a limited amounts, and that's what I use all the time.
I will say if you're taking Spotify, you literally took two of my picks in one because I
Hmm.
use podcasts and Apple Music separately, whereas you could combine those into one on Spotify. I just am not a Spotify guy.
Well, I am not taking Spotify, so you
I'm just
might be
saying
able to take it.
you
Yeah.
can. I'm not going to because
I'm
I
I
literally
don't need
the
to
better pick is to
because of
take
this
Spotify
pick.
because that's a twofer, but I didn't take the
This
twofer.
pick this pick would do it for me because this pick actually wraps up what Spotify offers in a lot of ways and an entirely different platform, and that is the YouTube app.
YouTube.
I
Yep, great pick.
watch so many videos. There are tons of movies on YouTube, and there's YouTube Music is way more expansive than I ever thought. And it would be easy to wrap that up in one, and I could listen to any songs on there. You get music
Listen to
videos, you
most
get,
podcasts that do
yeah,
what we do.
you get the visual aspect of it. I watch
Yeah.
YouTube, SNL clips from sports, anything. College football streams on YouTube now.
Highlights. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a huge, for media wise, that's where I'm going.
Nice. That's a great pick.
Was that my third pick?
That was your third pick. You got your fourth.
Third pick. Fourth coming back around. It starts to wane down for me as far as like usability, like how often I'm going to use these things. Again, you could do a lot of stuff, but I'm going to need at least one social media aspect to stay connected. I'm going to go with Instagram on that.
The
Facebook's huge
gram.
for my extended family, but Instagram is kind of a bridge between Twitter/X and Facebook. It's like the middleman.
Um, I think if you're gonna take one social media, that's a pretty good one. I also feel like you
Yeah.
could have even covered that with YouTube in several ways,
Eh.
except for the social side of it. Like
All of the people I
YouTube's
know
enough
outside of
media.
Texas, yeah, those are all the people I'm going to see. There's still a lot of fun clips and
Yeah.
videos if I'm not taking TikTok.
Yep.
Then I've got all the reels. I've got all the connections with my friends, people, even though I don't watch half the videos you send me, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know you're a tool.
I, I don't take the time. It's really bad. It's a problem. I admit.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry that
really bad at
sorry
it.
that your
Really bad at
friend
it.
loves you so much and wants to
S-
send you all
Sorry I
the things
annoyed you
that
with
they
my
think is
friendship.
funny,
Yeah, I wish I
and you
found
never
all of it
send
funny.
me
I mean,
anything.
I don't send anyone anything. All right, you're not special here. No one gets stuff from
I
me.
sh
I don't do it.
After 32 episodes, I'm not special. You
In
like
not-
jazz,
in
Jeff?
what way? No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't Jim carry me.
I'm
It's not
sorry.
fair.
Um,
Yeah, Instagram is the place to be for that. It's gonna bridge the gap for fun videos to watch, to updates on things, update my family, anything socially interactive.
okay, so I have a few thought processes here, and I wanted to run something by you first. So the mail app
Hmm?
that comes stock on the phone.
No,
No?
no, that one's stock on the phone, so we're not counting mail app. If you use a different email app, sure, but the
Yeah,
mail app,
so that's what I'm saying. Like I could survive with the
most
mail
people don't
app.
even use it.
I
Yeah.
prefer the Gmail app, actually. It is
Hmm.
really nice. Um,
Yeah. Is
I
what I
could
have. I have the
use
Gmail.
Google Chrome, but like Safari will definitely
Safari
suffice
stock.
for what I need.
Yeah.
So that's all good. As long as I have my calendar and my photos and my camera and all and my notes app, like my main page, looking at my phone right now, is notes, calendar, Gmail, camera, photos, music settings, podcasts, messages, phone, and Safari. There's one that I
Yeah.
didn't say on there. That's Maps. That's what I'm going to take right now. Is
Okay.
Maps
Good.
because I love it and
Hmm.
I literally use it to like explore areas to like look at food menu items. Like I'm like, all right, look up. I'm craving barbecue. I'm going to look up barbecue in this area and I'm going to find a place. And so I do a lot of like navigating and exploring in that regard. So I took Maps, and for my final pick, uh, it's funny. I used two logistical ones that I need to just operate while I'm on the go, and three apps where I listen to things. And my final app, I'm going to take the Gospel Library app.
Gospel Library sneaking up on the top five.
I
Sneaky,
feel like I
sneaky.
feel like it's deserving. It gives me my church lessons. It gives me the scriptures to listen to. It gives me conference talks to listen to.
It's
Uh,
expansive.
and I feel like I need to use it more in my life, and so I'm making an effort to try to use it more, and I need to hold myself accountable, and I'm drafting it to do so.
It's very fair. You know what? Can't fault you for that. Can't fault you for your listening habits because with the way your lifestyle is, you've got to be listening on the go. You're a
Yeah.
go and a go.
I listen to things while I work, while I walk penny. That's what I do. While I do
Yeah,
dishes, chores, disc golf, whatever. I'm
that's
listening to
fair.
it. I feel like I could have kept maps and not have to actually draft it because it does come stock on my phone. And I should have taken U disc as my final pick.
The disc golf one. Oh, too little, too late. But you
That's
know what
gonna
I'm
be
gonna do?
my honorable
I'm
mention.
taking U disc for number. I'm just kidding.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Great pick. Great
No,
pick.
no. I had two that I could have taken here. It was a tie between I could take Spotify with my fifth. I feel pretty good about everything, but I'm gonna take my Gmail because the amount of passwords that I have connected to Gmail, if I need to reset, if I need to communicate with
Yeah.
lots and lots of people, so much is connected to my Gmail that I need to be able to access on the go. So
Very good.
that's gonna be my top five,
Very good.
rounding it
Uh,
out.
Recapping our picks, Jeff. I've got Apple Podcasts, Apple Wallet, Apple Music, Apple Maps, and Gospel Library.
Wow, what a rounded out group.
So I got podcast, music, church, maps, and wallet.
Wow. You're a
'Cause
very
I don't
Apple
like to carry my
oriented
wallet
person.
with me ever.
Yeah, I mean, I love carrying my wallet. So very different there. And it's funny because you actually didn't pick Apple to move very far in the fruit bracket, and yet
True.
Apple seems to be your favorite here.
Yeah, the
Surprising.
correlation really doesn't add up.
The fruit to the tech,
You're right.
doesn't match up. If I
I
just
should
keep
go
doing this,
repent.
doesn't match up. Yeah, I feel you there. And mine is just very different. I've got a sporadic group
I think your team's a little
of
bit
apps.
better rounded than mine. You've got Google Maps, Chase Bank, YouTube, Instagram, and Gmail.
And Chase Bank could be swapped with something like Spotify. It could be, but I use it a lot on the go when I'm out. I'm checking for things, paying for things. There's just so much that I do to authorize when I'm out, and I just would rather be able to do that
Yeah,
than to have to go on a laptop all the time.
fair.
So yeah, not bad. Not a
Great draft.
bad. It's really random, right? I was driving home and I thought of it and I was like, you know what? That would be
I,
really
I
good.
had it in my draft ideas list.
Really?
I did.
I don't
Yep.
even know where I didn't even remember hearing it. Maybe it was subconscious somewhere.
I heard it on the Spitballers actually several years ago, like 3 years
Just
ago, probably.
appeared in your brain
It just
back from
disappeared
that.
in my brain.
Disappeared from working.
It just and appeared in my brain.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What a time. Again, shout out Brandon. Happy birthday. Big dog. Uh, but I'm just so excited, dude, for the next couple weeks.
We got Halloweenies coming up.
Yeah, next week.
We got Trunk or Treat at the end of this week. My buddy Jared's wife is going out of town, so he's
Your
like,
buddy,
let's play
your buddy
disc
Sam.
golf and let's watch Lord of the Rings since I've never watched Lord of the Rings before.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
That's crazy. I would kill to be able to watch those movies again for the first time.
Mm.
Especially in like a
That
good like a
that is a
home
great
theater.
draft, Jeff. Movies to rewatch for the first time.
100%. I already have a list in my head right now. I can
Okay,
tell you
let's
right
go.
away.
Draft back to back.
Okay, number 1.
No, we're actually gonna draft this at some point.
Yeah,
So,
I'm fine with that. I
um,
half the
but
movies I
yeah,
know you probably haven't even seen, and yet they're amazing.
yeah. So I haven't seen any. I've seen like bits and pieces of different movies, but I've never actually watched it. So Jared wants to watch that this weekend.
I'm
We'll see how
jealous.
that
I'm
goes.
jealous.
And then play some disc golf. Enjoy the fall. Take my girls to the trunk or treat, and then we have a Halloween party on Sunday. So we got an action-packed week.
You're
Fall
full.
festivities. My mom was here last week. We're, having a grand old time.
Throwing
Halloween in a
some
couple weeks.
pecan
And after
pie.
Halloween's over, bang, we're in San Antonio, baby. Let's go.
A week of festivities
More
and
and more
proclivities.
festivities. Is that right?
Festivities, Leviticus
Festal
numbers.
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy.
Yep. That's what they
Whoa,
call it.
what is Deuteronomy?
It is
That's what
the
the book with
inappropriate
the
version of
dog.
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomous.
Yes, indeed.
Oh,
Well, thank you for listening to the Left Hand Backhand podcast. Share with your grandma. Share with your friends that you see trick or treating. Just give them that little QR code and say, "Hey, go check out my friends at the Left Hand Backhand podcast." Do something nice for someone. Remember who you are and what you stand for. Take out your trash. Pick up a piece of trash on the ground. Shout out to Trash Banda. And Jeff, final word.
final word is an apology because we forgot to do the Q-tip and the fun fact at the beginning of our podcast. We got so excited from our kind of change up last
We
week
did. We
that we
did.
forgot. So my fun fact today for the final word is going to be something just really random, kind of crazy. And that is that Australia, which is where some of Lord of the Ring was filmed, as well as New Zealand, is wider than the moon.
You know what else is wider than the moon?
Don't you want to see a full moon? That's gonna be my fun fact.
Well, I
What's wider
delivered a
than the
full
moon?
Nelson.
Oh,
And the Q-tip of the week is, Jeff, do you believe in Sasquatch slash Yeti slash other mystical creatures? Yes or no?
Mythical creatures, like good mythical morning creatures. That is a fat no.
Okay. And with that said, Lefty's out.